The longest
Hello, everyone.
40 seconds I've had to live through.
Hey, at least it's not a minute 7 seconds.
Right, exactly.
Did you have Roadhouse
Oh.
Blues, Roadhouse Blues, or something like that playing on there?
I don't
Something
know
like that.
was ever Canva put on there.
Mm.
No.
Oh, you didn't do the music?
Not myself. I did. They gave me a choice, and I put whatever sounded good on there.
Oh, you're playing my game, AI shit.
Right. Right. I just tell it what I wanted, and that's what it did. And
Good evening, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Shocker, Lolly, Evil,
yep.
Dangerous.
Dangerous,
And dark is not
Bone.
there.
Dark, what? Is Dark out there? Hello, Dark.
Nope. He is not there.
No, Dark. Push the button. What button you want pushed? I don't even want to know.
So in about 5 seconds, we can swear and flip each other off and do whatever we want.
Oh, no
There we
way,
go.
man.
We hit the 2-minute
5
mark.
seconds? You better go 2 minutes.
We're
It is
past the
2 minutes.
2-minute
Hey,
mark.
it is 2 minutes. Wow. Check it out. Check it out now, Punk Soul Brother. Okay, fuckheads. Now, let's get on with this shit. No.
All right.
It's fuck off Friday.
Have an amazing weekend. Oh, we're gonna try, man. It's supposed to rain and be chilly here. It was
Yeah.
fucking 63 degrees today, and I had to work all day.
Well, so did I, but I was inside.
I think we were 57 today, and tomorrow's only supposed to be upper 20s. We've
Yeah,
had 45, 50-mile-an-hour winds all day. It's dropping already.
The winds picked up about 3 o'clock and was blowing dust devils everywhere and shit. And at work today, and it's supposed to be 39 high tomorrow.
All right.
Give and take, I guess. Springtime
Right.
is around the corner.
Yes. All right. So let's get on to this thing. It's right to repair. Do any of you guys out there know what the right to repair is?
That's me doing whatever I want. What's happening, SNS?
Yes.
SNS, Evil.
Um,
I don't care what they
put
say.
it in a nutshell, yes.
Well, it's technically it's not me allowed to do whatever I want. It's a shop to be allowed to work on whatever they want.
Right. And if the federal law passes, then we have the right to work on our stuff and do our own diagnostics. And the aftermarket will flourish.
Well, it all started with the digital is what we were talking about before the show. The digital part was people taking their car computers. This is where it came from. People took their car computers and they tuned them and did whatever they needed to do, put chips in them, what have you, and they souped their cars up to where they weren't passing emissions. And the fucking government got so upset about it and said, well, let's make a law.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, not the government, the manufacturers. So they got together with lobbyists and took it to the government, and the government passed some laws. Like you said, here in Ohio, we only have the digital part of it. Automobiles aren't covered.
That same here.
That's what yours is too. But Greg was just saying something different. So,
well, he's in Illinois.
Ours was what I said, farm equipment and stuff.
But farm equipment's everywhere. I mean, it's John Deere. They don't want you working on dirt.
I had it up here.
They got what GPS? You said keeping track of the farms. That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh, you get these big John Deere tractors and stuff. They're ran by GPS. They get in there, put their coordinates in, just sit there and get the heat and air conditioner on. The damn tractor drives itself.
Right.
They got to sit inside of it, but yeah, they're just
I don't know. I've never been inside one of those big tractors.
mainly it's mainly like
Combine or whatever. Never been inside one.
John Deere and Apple products and stuff here.
Yeah, that's what mine was saying too when I was doing my research. And like I said, Ohio's law doesn't cover automobiles or motorcycles or boats.
That's the same here.
Yeah, it doesn't cover engines according to what I was looking at. It does cover electronics though, which are your computers.
Right.
And your Apple iPhone, they want to be the only one to be able to fix it. They don't want you to be able to go take it to Johnny around the corner who's got his own little shop who does extraordinarily good work.
Right. And our law says, hey, we can take it to anybody who we want to get our cell phones fixed. And Apple doesn't have a say in that.
Right.
Well, what I'm reading too is like here, John Deere and Apple are against it because they don't want you to work on your own stuff or take it somewhere else.
Right.
Well, it's not just John Deere. Those are just the
Best ones they're listing here.
yeah,
Definitely.
the top ones, because Harley Davidson's on there.
Harley doesn't want you doing it.
Yeah, you
Japanese
can still get
is
their
the same
service
way.
manuals and all that. So legally wise, they have to give you the stuff or sell you the stuff.
Right.
Well, Japanese manufacturers the same way. Honda, Suzuki, they don't want you taking it to the local bike shop.
Right. But if we don't get to fix our own stuff and all that, there goes your aftermarket. So we want a right to repair to be passed to include motorcycles and automotives, so that we can work on our own stuff. The aftermarket, we can get aftermarket parts and not have to worry.
Well, Harley Davidson, they make their own Screaming Eagle parts, so technically they are aftermarket parts made by the dealer, because they're not they're not the shit you're buying off the showroom. That's what I'm saying.
And they're expensive.
Everything's expensive these days.
Yeah, even women.
Yeah.
Especially women.
Well, you used to be. I don't know if you still can. Your dealers or manufacturers like GM and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy, their aftermarket performance parts, put on your cars and stuff. They're still EPA compliant, but
Yeah, but what if I get a Harley and I don't want to put Screaming Eagle exhaust on my bike? I want to put like Vance and Hines or Bubba Gump shrimp exhaust on it. I don't know.
and you just go get that Bubba Gump, put it on there.
Right?
Yeah, a lot of this crap originated in California too. So
I mean, people are still going to do it, and they're still going to make aftermarket parts. Look how many aftermarket parts are made in California, but it's illegal to use in California.
right.
All the exhaust, anything with cars, bikes, and stuff. I'm like, why do they make it there if they can't use it there or sell it there? But they do.
Yeah,
And they use it. They just don't get caught.
as a cop says, it's illegal here, but they can still sell it here. It's just illegal.
Well, see, that's another thing. The local police, they don't really mess with your you pulled the catalytic converter off your car. As long as your car ain't loud, they don't care.
No.
You want to write you tickets for speeding or burning your tires or something. They don't give a crap about the car
Yeah,
itself.
they don't care if your car is legal, unless it's sitting there going blap, blap, blap.
Now I could sit there and burn my tires and stuff, and a cop will pull me over and say, "You can't do that. Give me a ticket."
Yeah.
It depends on where I'm doing it, though.
Why not?
I mean,
Where else would you be doing?
You got to go there and burn some of it off.
Yeah.
no. Then you put a hole in.
Hey,
Your tire goes.
you
poof.
could be like sick bastard and go out in your pajamas and do burnouts.
Yeah.
Shout out to sick.
That was funny.
I've
Yeah, that was
got
pretty good.
dirt in my driveway, so that'd be kicking up everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want to do it in your driveway then.
No.
Probably the only thing that Kawasaki would be able to spin a tire on.
I didn't say that.
Did I say that out loud?
Well, you said something, and it was about my Kawasaki too.
I meant something else. I don't know. Maybe a vacuum cleaner or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure it can spin a rear tire if you wanted to.
I don't plan on putting any aftermarket parts on my engine until it needs them.
Right.
I just seen a report on the Milwaukee 8. I guess I'm getting off subject, but we're kind of on subject. The Milwaukee 8 engine, after 30,000 miles, is still within factory specifications to be put right back together and ride on. Did you know that? As long as you don't, beat on it. They it did show signs of wear on the rear piston, but there's no heat back there. So, no cooling back there. But yeah, it was the Milwaukee 8. I believe it was the 114 they took apart, but it was the soft tail line. So that's usually what comes factory in them, unless you get the ST versions, and then you can upgrade the engine, of course. But yeah, I don't plan on putting anything on there until it needs it. I put tires on it so far, and I actually did put Dunlap's back on it, what Harley puts on it from the factory, but they're not Harley brand.
Right.
Does that make sense? They're Elite 3 or something like that. Ain't that what Harley uses? Elite 3s?
American Elites.
Yeah. They're nice tires.
Yeah.
Cost me a lot of money. That's what I say. Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Why mess with it until it needs it? Of course, you do have the guys that stunt ride and things like that. And they have to suit their bikes up. So yeah, they need them right away because they done freaking blew them up.
Right.
Brand new bikes. They're out there blowing up and rebuilding right back the next week to do it again.
So
where do they get the money?
Well, the question is if we can't do our own repairs, is that going to kill the racing industry?
No.
Well, I don't think it'd kill the racing industry because
Free vehicle.
if I build a car to go race, I built that car. Who
And those
cares
bikes,
what I
they're not
use?
street legal anyways. They're not on the street. And stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. Or a bike, for instance. We would do a bike, not a car. I don't know why I keep saying cars to you guys. It's been a long time since I souped up a car either, too.
I think it's Vance and Hines makes a head pipe you can put on your bike, but it's something It's made for racing, so to use on the baggers.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to use them on the street.
Right. And see,
or anything, and
if you don't have to go for inspection, you never get in trouble for it.
right.
I mean, and if they pass a law that gives you the right to repair, are you going to get hassled?
That's something to think about.
Yeah. I mean, it brings up a lot of questions that I don't have the answers to.
I think when all that crap first started, they were more gearing after independent shops and things like that more than just us average Joes.
Yeah. Well, I remember when all that started going down, PFI Speed, they had to pay, I think, $90,000 in fines for aftermarket components that they had put on cars that were on the street. So, yeah.
That's why a lot of shops, even independent shops, won't take converters off and this and that, or EGRs and stuff, because minimum's $10,000 fine.
There are some Harley dealerships that will work on a bike 10 years or older. Adam Sandoval, just did a video from a dealership. He sells all kinds of 4-wheelers and things like that too. But he's a Harley dealer that
Low country Harley down in South Carolina, they work on older bikes too. That's actually Harley.
Yeah, Doc Harley. Yeah, he does work on
You see, but 99 Heritage or something in there showing something on it.
Right.
Keep hearing noise.
Yeah, what's that noise, Jay, man? I hear it too.
You guys hear something?
No.
It must be my neighbors.
Damn neighbors.
They have their camper out on the street, and the side of it, well, they park their camper there 90% of the time, but the side of it is out. So I imagine their kids are visiting. They're in the same kind of house that I am. It's above a garage.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've only got 2-3 rooms too, just like my house. And so their kids come up and they sleep in the RV. It's a hell of an idea. Hey Gloria, how you doing?
Hello, Gloria.
But yeah, it's a cool idea. The only problem is they bring their dogs, and they're one's a Rottweiler, one's a Pit, and the other one is some kind of mutt. But yeah, they let them run around with no collars or anything. And the kid, her husband is a Hamilton County sheriff. So I got to watch my P's and Q's sometimes.
Pays to be nice sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
He's young though, man. He started in corrections, and now he just made sheriff. So we'll see how he does. He's a pretty cool guy to talk to. Loves his guns.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to share this screen, guys.
Go right ahead, sir. It's your show.
All right. This one is from the Congressman Dunn.
I'm gonna zoom in on mine, so let me do that. Okay.
And it said on February 25th, he reintroduced the right to repair bill, basically, the Repair Act, that would ensure vehicle owners have access to important repair and diagnostic data needed for auto repairs. Currently, automakers are restricting vehicle owners and automotive repair shops from accessing repair data and tools. So, and this is on the federal level that's happening. So they're making it so that we are in control of our own stuff.
I don't know if you've ever heard of ALLDATA, but they are an all auto database where you can, if you subscribe to them, you can use their database to work on any car out there, anything. And that may be part of what they're trying to stop.
Right. And it's like what Danger is saying. If they restrict us, our collectible motorcycle, those older Harleys and stuff, we won't be able to get parts for, and there'll be a paperweight.
Well, we'd have to go back to like the old days and make our own parts.
Right.
That's why custom bikes started being made, because people started making their own custom parts. Excuse me.
But it also goes on to say that Americans want a car repair market that guarantees choice and protects accessible, affordable, and safe vehicle repairs. The MEMA Aftermarket Suppliers thanks Congressman Dunn for reintroducing the Repair Act. This bill is critical. It's a critical step toward protecting consumer choice, competition, and innovation in the automotive aftermarket, ensuring fair access in a cyber-secure way to critical repair and maintenance. Data allows that, basically, um, you can think MRF for getting this done, getting this in there. Um, if they didn't have a say in this or have a hand in this, you wouldn't be seeing this right now. So, and it says on the background, February 11th, a federal judge in Massachusetts dismissed a lawsuit from the Alliance of Automotive Innovation against the state's right to repair law, which passed by a state ballot of 74.97% of the vote. The Alliance Automotive Innovation represents a significant portion of the vehicle manufacturers selling cars in the United States. That's a huge win. Vehicle manufacturers resisted the Massachusetts ballot measure through another group, the Coalition for Safe and Secure Data, which raises over $26.4 million to campaign against Innovative. The donors to the Coalition for Safe and Secure Data include General Motors, Toyota Motor North America, Ford, and American Honda. And again, on July 11th of 23, I should have read this from the bottom up. July 11th of 23, the Alliance for Automotive Innovation released a memorandum of understanding between vehicle manufacturers and automotive repair. So there you got it, guys. We got people that are fighting for us. So now seeing that, what's your take on it?
I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Oh, we got a good start on it. We got something with teeth in it. I want to be able to sit in my garage and work on my own bike and not have someone tell me you got to bring it here to do it.
Regardless.
Well, I've got two bikes that are, one's over 20 years old and the other one's just 20 years old.
Well, my newest one's 15 years old now, so.
Who's going to work on a Honda Valkyrie Interstate from 2000?
Well, it sounds like you and me.
Right? And then
back in the day, it was up to 10 years or something like that. It's got a year thing on it, and they're not, because the manufacturers, they're not going to be wanting to retool and everything to work on old stuff. That's the reason a lot of dealers stuff, I don't care if it's bikes, cars, or what, won't work on anything over 10 years. One, your young mechanics ain't trained for the old ones. Right. Two, the tools and everything have changed. It's not like where I'm at. I'm working on, my oldest truck is a 1989 and my newest one is a 2024. The tool selection is just unbelievable. Smaller shop, you can do that.
Sorry, guys. My brother called twice, so I had to make sure it wasn't an emergency. It was though. His daughter has a new car and it has a gas leak. How much would it be to fix the gas line?
How new of a car?
Well, you should be watching the show. You can't work on it.
That's what I told him. I said, I'm on a show right now. I can't work on it. And, I'm going to go look at it tomorrow.
Okay.
But what I think about the daggone thing, Right to Repair Act, is it is a good start. We do need it for us because the manufacturers do not need to be able to control who makes parts or who buys parts for their vehicles,
right,
or who puts them on, for that matter. I've been a mechanic for going on 40 years now, and I've worked on just about every kind of car you can imagine. No Lamborghinis, no Ferraris, nothing like that. But I have worked on high-end BMWs, Mercedes, shit like that. So,
And if it went to that way where you had to take it to the dealer, I mean, it's hard to get in one now, especially a Harley dealer. I mean, depending on what you need, quick oil change or something's one thing, but you need some engine work or whatever. Your bike's gonna be sitting there for 2 or 3 months before they get to it.
true that.
And even an oil change at a Harley dealer is going to cost you about $500.
Yeah, I think all 3 fluids is right about $500 and some dollars. Yeah.
You know,
And the only reason I did that was because of the warranty, and then I started doing the oil changes on my own.
Well, they consider it, a 5,000 mile service, and there's that big list. They got to go and check everything. They're doing a little
Well,
more.
it was 1,000 mile service that they checked everything. 5,000 miles they did the fluids. Or no, wait a minute. Let me back that up.
Change the engine oil 1,000 too.
At 1,000 miles, they changed all 3 fluids. That was $500 and some odd dollars. The second time, it was the 5,000 mile oil change, or 7,000 mile oil change, and that was 3 right there.
Yeah.
And
okay.
then I've done the last one. So
And a lot of them you go to, they're not as bad. I mean, if you just go in, like if I go up to Ukes up here, say, just give me an oil change, engine oil change. The rest of them are fine. It's not that bad.
well,
If they got to go back, just belts, just clutches, this and that. Then it starts adding up real quick.
Well, and that's what was good about the service at Harley, because whatever was on that service interval, they were supposed to do.
Right.
That $500. So
And on a brand new bike, those low miles, you want all that stuff checked. You got bearings and the necks, this and that loosen up a little bit.
Right.
it
Kinda
makes you wonder.
Aluminum wheels, once you zip them on, torque them, they say, 100, 200 miles, re-torque them. We never do, but, you should.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, because I wanted so bad for the guy to videotape what he was doing. I offered him my GoPro. I said, "Hey man, just set my GoPro up there, and I want to see what the hell you do." They didn't do it. So left it in the saddlebag. Oh, I forgot, guy.
I wouldn't
Whatever.
want to go with me either, because if something happened down the road or whatever, well, then that becomes that as well.
I wanted to throw it up on my channel, man. But
Yeah, that would have been nice.
yeah, I told him it was on the handlebar when I took the bike to him. Supposedly they took it off to wash it, because they did, after they do the service, the guy takes it over to the bike wash. Well, I found it in the saddle, and that's what I said. The mechanic said, "Oh, I forgot." So no big thing. I ain't took it back. I took it for the tires. I took it over here to the bike shop, which is my local bike guy. He's pretty cool. So anybody sees this in Cincinnati, go hit up Brad at the bike shop.
There you go.
128.
There you go.
Tires.
Yeah, anything. He does anything. And he's got several old panheads sitting there that he's working on. So, I mean, the man knows his shit. Any engine work that I can't do is probably what I'd take to him. So,
And you can do quite a bit.
well, I rebuilt the fucking Evo, so it ran when I was done. So I'm sure I could do I've watched enough videos. I've watched enough Baxter videos where I think I can tear one down and put it back together.
It takes the right tools all day. It's not that hard to do. You
Right.
got a
Right.
tool and patience.
Yeah, it's like them carburetors. You need to get off that freaking gold wing. Yeah, I brought it up again.
Yeah, it
6
shouldn't be.
mil, big hammer. We'll get them carburetors off.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard.
No, it ain't that hard. WD-40 is your friend. Right, Greg?
Well, might as well spray WD-40 on my joints because they're starting to creep.
Well, no, that's cortisone you need for the body.
I used to say that about WD-40, though. If people would actually do it, they'll spray it on their knees, rub it in.
Huh, I wonder if that would work.
I don't know, but you got a very distinct smell. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you would. A little bit under the arm.
If you really don't like people, use a little PB blaster. That stuff really smells.
Oh no, if you don't like people, you use rear end fluid.
Oh, man.
They can smell you from coming from a
Anyway,
mile.
with we used to call it whale sperm oil, the additive you put in for limited slips.
Yeah,
That stuff's nasty too.
the stinky shit. Yeah, exactly. If it's not right, they want to demand the right to force people, yeah, to repair their stuff. But at the same time, they won't have the parts 15 or 20 years old.
You know, if you work hard for your money, you bought the thing. You should be able to do what you want to it. Now, I
Right.
can
I
see
agree
you
with that.
upgrade it or whatever. It's under warranty, void of warranty, whatever. Okay, I understand. But to say I can't work on something that, I busted my ass to pay for, work, I should be able to work on it. What's worse than happen? I fuck it up, then I bring it over there, and then they're like, "Well, we ain't gonna fix it, or it's gonna cost you 4 times more money."
That's where that's 4 times more money. Yeah.
You see a lot of videos like that. I've dealt with people like that.
I hate to be fidgety, but I got a cramp in my damn knee, right above my knee, hamstring, I guess it is.
Ooh, that's
Way up there.
I was jumping in and out of the loader all day today.
Pull a hammy.
wouldn't that be a Charlie horse?
No, that's in your calf, ain't it?
No, that's in your upper leg.
Okay, there's a Charlie horse.
Up there, a hamstring's up there by your ass. It comes
Yeah.
down.
Well, that's the hamstring that runs from your knee to your ass, ain't it?
On the backside, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? Right above the knee on the backside.
Your hammy.
And I want to be able to put a throttle body in on my Kawasaki. If they tell me I can't do it and I got to bring it into a shop, I'm like, well,
You better get it before it's 10 years old.
it's over 10 years old.
Oh, well, then you're screwed.
Well, at least with bikes like that, even cars like it's older, you could do that.
Right.
You take the newer ones and stuff, you can't just go buy it and throw it on there. It's got to be programmed to that vehicle and everything.
Oh, Mexifield. It's in Daytona.
Or that you can do and stuff like that. You ain't going nowhere.
Right. And that's what that Right to Repair Act would help ensure, is that we would be able to do it on our own.
But you still got to have the equipment to program it.
Right. Right.
Well, you can buy that stuff, but are you going to go pay, let's say on a cheap end, $5-6 grand for a tool that you're going to use one time?
No.
See,
Yeah, I wouldn't go that much. I've went as much as paid $400 for a tool I've only used one time. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Snap-on.
Well, yeah,
I'm
of course.
I'm looking at the scanner right now to replace our Modus because it's outdated. I can't get it updated anymore, and that thing's close to $18,000.
Wow. Yeah, I've got an old Modus. It was 12.
Damn.
I think that we bought in 08 or something. It was like $8 grand, but that was with the heavy truck and everything in it too.
Yeah.
But I can go in there and change parameters, this and that, program things and stuff.
I think mine only goes up to 14, as a matter of fact.
That's when it ends, I think, 15 or 16 now, because that was the last update, 16.5 or whatever.
Okay. And it's still up to date.
I had someone call me, says, I've seen some Moduses. I see them on Marketplace all the time. And they want $200-300. It's a good deal. But if you look, it still has the original program.
Yeah.
If Snap-on will still program it for you, which I'd have to check and see, it's over $1,000 per program.
Right.
I used to get it updated every year, every 2 years, and it was anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. Of course, work pays for it, but all these models change, so does the electronics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy they charge you that per upgrade.
I mean, there's Autels and I can't think of all the other ones. Jamin knows all the
Yeah, there's the cheaper ones out there that work just as good, but
or you can use laptop.
they don't do the same, switching and things like that.
Yeah, I watch mom parameters, this and that. It's got a 4-scope lab scope on it. I can watch
Shut the
injectors.
injectors off.
The average person can't do that, and sometimes you need that stuff right to repair. But there's still some things I can't do. It's got to go to the dealer, program it.
Right.
And that's what the dealer doesn't want to let go of is their program.
I can take a good instrument cluster out of an F-150 from junkyard and throw it in mine. It won't start.
Right. Got to be reprogrammed.
I learned that the hard way one time years back. It's like, shit, put the old one in, drove it down, let the dash all apart, drove it down to fours. I know the guys there. I came over there with this thing. I stuck that one back in there, started, took it back to shop, put the truck back together. I was like, son of a bitch. Because of the security on it.
Yep. We sell them all the time at work. And that's what you got to say. All computers and whatever, take it to the dealer, have it reflashed because you won't be able to use it.
I mean, I understand the whole right to repair. We deserve that right. That we should. But there's still a lot of stuff we just can't fix, and you're not going to. That's where your good independent shops that have that equipment, they got to be able to have the right to repair it for you.
Right.
Well, and
I'd rather pay him $120 an hour than $220 an hour at the dealer.
To play devil's advocate here, if I was, say I'm Ford, okay, I do not want to let you know what my technology is, so you can copy it and make money off of my technology. I don't want that. I see that point, okay, but there is a means to an end. That's why you got aftermarket that goes a different route.
Right.
Well, it's like anything after 96, Jamin, you noticed too, everything went OBD2.
Yeah.
We had their own computer systems. Hey, you could have an old scanner or whatever, but you had to have 5, 6 different plugs, one to fit a Chevy, one to fit a Ford, one fit Now it's every vehicle after 1996, Asian, American, whatever.
That's been pretty nice.
And if it's a standard OBD code, like a PO 300, that code is for every vehicle out there, which means, the miss.
Yeah, when you get into technical codes for the cars, it's like specific
out there.
Right.
T115, 621, and you're sitting there going through what transmission? What the shift solenoid?
Yeah. The other day, the first time I got was a P040F, F as in Frank, on a Ford. I'm like, the hell is that? Canister purge valve. I said that used to be a P403 or something like that.
Right, a P420, small leak.
And a 420, yeah, or a small leak, whatever. But
yeah. As a matter of fact, you need an adapter to go from Harley to the Modus, don't you?
yes, yeah, that plug is totally different.
Yeah.
Although I don't have Harley on the Modus, but
Right.
I do have. I'd like to get a new one because I can't, like my 2010. I can read some basics on it with the one me and my buddy John got, but the older Harleys, 99, 2004, 5, something like that.
Hey, Frog, what's up, man? Where you been?
Hey, Froggy.
Hey, Frogzilla.
Been over there with John, bugging him. See, now Frogzilla, he's a prime candidate right there. He had to take his bike and marry it with another bike to get it back on the road.
Yes, he did.
How's that going, Frog? Have you done anything else to it, or is it still sitting there under the blanket?
What do you have to do to it?
Turn signals and just different shit, lights and stuff you put on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Robert was drunk. Oh boy.
Who's Robert?
Robert Lipke? No. I don't know.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what we're talking about. Right to repair laws there, Frog, and you know how we get when we're together.
right. And if we had something in place, Froggy wouldn't be able to do that. You
And I
know,
got the right to grow weed. I should be able to have the right to repair my own stuff.
right.
Very interesting about that.
I can grow 5 plants.
I know this isn't a weed channel, but we're far enough into the show where hopefully YouTube doesn't watch.
We're past 2 minutes.
Anyway, I was watching this video of Adam C. Anyway, he had a guest on there who was speaking on marijuana, and she said that the vapes that you get from the stores, they could have mold in them, they could have formaldehyde in them, all kinds of different shit. There's like 66 different chemicals that the FDA says can't be in your food. There's like 10 of them that are in fucking pot that comes from the
Probably the same thing like cigarettes stuff. They
from
say
the
there's
vapes,
crap in them and stuff. So
not the flour, but the vapes.
right, all the vapes.
Yeah, because a lot of these places that make them,
Hmm.
they'll like use one type of oil and put their ingredients in that, and that oil could be contaminated. So you never know what you're getting. Just saying.
Right.
Used oil, used Harley oil.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Frog will hook you up with some grow stuff, Greg.
I haven't grown it. I'm thinking about doing it this year. My biggest problem, so you can grow 5 plants, but you can't have it like in your front yard. It's kind of got to be put away somewhere. I don't have
Yeah.
enough sunlight anywhere else.
That's why you grow in dirt.
I thought about growing some up on the roof because I got a flat roof in one spot. Gets a lot of sun. Not all
Right.
the time.
I don't know. I don't have a green thumb, so I can't grow it.
I was thinking of growing my own this year too.
Is it legal in Minnesota?
Yes, it is.
I thought so.
I had a buddy. He
Are you
taught
allowed
me a
like
trick.
5 plants?
He taught me a trick on how to germinate your seeds. You put them in a paper towel and you put them in a cup, a styrofoam cup with a little bit of water.
Mhm.
You put them underneath a fluorescent light and just add a few drops of water every other day. In like 2 weeks, it's germinated about this big.
With a regular fluorescent, or is it got to be one of those?
It was a regular fluorescent bulb up in the ceiling. He put it right next to it. It was probably this far away from the light. But yeah, it germinated it, and then like wasn't even 2 weeks. Probably more like 4 or 5 days, maybe a week.
Right.
Over a weekend, put it that way. It was like Wednesday he did it, Monday or Tuesday he was showing me a little fucking germ like that. I was like, no shit.
Damn.
Hot up,
Right. I
hot
think
up on the roof.
here we can have 5 plants for personal, but I also think they have a whole wait list and a line just to get a license just to grow.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't need a license
Yeah.
to grow. If it's for my own consumption, I don't need a license.
Well, in Cali, yeah, when you don't have, yeah, in a state where it's legal. In California, the mayors and council people were taking bribes to get a new place opened up. So they are putting all kinds of restrictions on it now. I wonder how there's only like 6 growers here in Ohio, but there's like 200 shops. So better to start seeds in a wet wet paper towel. And now he did it a wet paper towel against the a car exit where it did it at. Right up in the rafter.
And then a
Froggy,
little bit
right,
comes
right.
out, you plant it.
Do what?
I was reading Frog the other day. He said it'd probably be too hot on my roof.
Yeah, yeah. Until, huh?
He was doing a little repair work on his previous statement.
Got you. I get it now.
Root, not fruit.
Fruit depends on what kind of fruit it is. Pineapple, banana, apple, orange.
My
Oh,
problem is I got to get some seeds first to grow.
you can get those online, man. They'll send you guaranteed to grow seeds. My one guy, he had real good luck one time, and then he got some off of the same company, and they were bunk. He sent them all back. He sent what was left back and got different seeds.
Probably all females.
It wouldn't grow. He couldn't get none of them to grow. And the
Huh.
first batch he got grew just great, but the second he got, none of them grow. So he sent what he had not growing back to them, and they sent him different seeds. So
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how that game works. I'm a
I'll let-
law-abiding citizen.
It's just things I hear. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I heard it.
Speaking of allegedly, I wonder how our friends are doing down in Daytona.
Well, Doc was on earlier, I do believe.
Like 2 or 3 shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some shorts. I was
Yeah.
going to send him a link to come on, but no, he's in Daytona. He ain't going to come on.
And
No, they're partying tonight.
Mexi Phil is down there. I don't know if you guys know who he is. I've hung out with him a couple times on my channel. Hey, Behind the Bars had a video come out, so everybody check them out.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Let's see if I can copy it and put it in the.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah. No. I have to leave our show to do that on the phone.
Oh, because you're in StreamYard on the phone.
No, I'm on StreamYard on the computer.
Oh,
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm on StreamYard and computer, but I got the side chats on the computer. But
Hey, everybody. I want to thank for hitting the like button. We got 10 likes.
that's good for a small channel like us.
Yeah. All right. First like. Woo!
Eli's live. Eli. I'm going brain dead. Who's Eli?
Eli, he's Mexi Phil.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How do I share this?
Brain dead.
Copy link. Copy the clipboard.
What do you mean you was number one, Shocker? You're always number one.
Well, of course.
She says, I was number one.
There you go, guys. Check that out after the show.
I got dogs barking, damn it.
That's the 859 guys from Wednesday's evening. If you guys missed that unaffiliated show, check it out.
Right. I'm sitting here looking at, oh, there it is. Sitting here looking at my YouTube, and I was like, I don't even see our show on. And so I scroll down, and it's like, there it is.
Yep, we're on.
I got it real late today. The notification.
Only
No.
9 people on the page. Somebody jumped off, I guess.
It was 2 for 1 night.
Yeah. I wish it was 2 for 1 night. Then we'd have.
Yeah, we'd be at 19 or then, wouldn't we?
Oh, we got 10 now. I just hit the like button.
No, that'd be 11. There's 11 people watching right now. Top messages. Am I really here? You're on Memorex.
Cassette Memorettes.
Yeah.
Hey, we remember
Guys
cassette.
sitting in a chair.
I remember RCA, the dog sitting next to the guy. Yeah,
Mhm.
Mhm. Oh yeah, that's RCA.
yeah. The
Or
puppy
Victoria, or whatever.
Victorio, Victoria or something.
Victor or something.
Yeah, wasn't it called the Victrola or something like that? The record
Yeah,
player.
with the big megaphone.
Yeah,
Grandparents had
agree.
one. I don't know what happened to it.
I'm trying to remember.
What are you trying to remember?
Who in my family had one of those? Maybe it was my Aunt Gussie that had one of those. Yeah, might have been. Everybody else was trying to keep up with the times. We had one of those console stereos with the 8-track and record player and TV built in.
So I guess evil's not really here. Him and these posts are just figments of demented imaginations.
Ooh.
So I guess the 9 people we have in here aren't really here. You know, and I do thank everyone for coming on to the show tonight to hear about the right to repair and just and talk about some weed afterwards.
You know how I am. I don't stay on one subject too long. I'm sorry.
We never do. We never do. And that's all right. We kind of bounce around and go back to it.
Yeah,
You know,
it all
You talk about something else, and I start thinking about the subject we were on. And say, oh, I should throw that in or whatever.
it all interconnects one way or
it
another.
does. But now how does the wacky tobacco have anything to do with the right to repair?
Because it always starts with right to repair, then you can have right to grow.
It's the right to grow. Yeah, that's what we were. That's where it led to. Useless knowledge.
Before you know it, you won't even be able to plant tomatoes or anything in your yard anymore.
Right. We had this. We had the squirrel syndrome.
And you know, when you have a subdivision life,
Yeah.
you do not have a garden. Most do not have a garden.
No, but we're going
If
to
you
put one
do,
in.
if you do, you got 2 or 3, 4 rows at the most because the subdivision doesn't want you to have crops in your yard.
No, they don't.
That's HMOs or whatever, homeowners.
Yeah.
It's
Housing
just
authorities. Yeah,
homeowners. Yeah.
exactly. I mean, I would never.
Want all your front doors to match this and that. Can't have a shed if they don't have a shed.
Can't put your car up on blocks.
I have a lot of people at work. We had to put all our vehicles, cars and trucks got our logo on the door. Had to take them off and put a magnet on there because they can't have their car parked with a company logo in their driveway.
Americans want
one thing, but if you live there, no.
Unfortunately, dangerous. If Americans got vehicles that were $5,000 again, they would be tinfoil junk because all the technology everybody wants. Hey, Kelfire. All the technology everybody wants cost you money and comfort and accessibility. Hey, look, my Tesla drives itself. You know,
I want a 1984 Yugo with a backup camera and heated seats. Now we're talking.
It's got to have air conditioner too, though.
Yeah.
Good. Because, Yugos didn't go very fast, so you had to have air conditioning.
Where's Fat Glide at, Kelfire?
Heart
Already erased it. Something about her on there.
Oh, she messed up Evil Rick's name.
Oh, evil. Oh, my bad. Okay, I get you now.
No,
Shit.
I did see a short with Celtfire and Fat Glide in with Dr. Harley.
Yeah, they stopped on the road and met up with him.
That's cool. Yeah, I must have missed that short because I seen Doc Harley short where he's in front of the Big Mike's Motor Home.
Right.
Well, they were supposed to meet up for, I don't know if they did or not, for supper or lunch or something.
I have to go through my shorts then.
Meet them for something to eat, Hellfire.
Sitting on the couch next to her.
Yeah.
Good place for him.
That's where I'm headed next.
Right.
Laying
I'm gonna-
on it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, dinner is going to be getting cooked, and I have to help tonight.
I can smell mine.
You always smell yours.
Well, I'm upstairs in a room, and I think the wife is making pot roast, and I'll be making tacos tomorrow.
Mine's worse than I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I?
Both.
That's right, SNS. Had a lot of them days.
Power windows. 50.
Armstrong power windows and 55-mile-an-hour haircut.
That's my van. The AC didn't work, and going out to Sturgis in the van. So yeah, we went through hell on the way back through the Badlands.
Oh, I bet. I bet. But I was on a motorcycle. I didn't have that problem. Just burnt arms.
Right.
You know.
Well, some of them real hot days on a bike's like riding in an oven. It don't feel good. I don't care how fast you go.
You take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
You're either cold or you're hot.
Or you just ride in the rain and you're wet.
Oh man, that's the worst. Having to get somewhere and going through the rain. That's the worst.
Yeah, but when it stops and you're just going, you dry off.
After a while, I'll just have to stand up for a while so my ass dries.
Right.
Because your ass always stays wet.
Well, you could be like me. I carry a set of dry clothes in the bike, so when it rains, I can pull over when it stops and change.
Well, I do that too, but usually by the time I get somewhere, I'm pretty much dry as ass, right?
Right. Oh, all right. It's almost
Yeah, we're just about done, babe.
2 minutes.
2
Less than
minutes.
Well, anyways, the right to repair, guys. Let's
Are
hope
we
that
for or
the
against it?
government passes a bill for us so that we can keep working on our own stuff.
Well, let me ask you this, Rob,
What?
for you to finish on. Are you, as the member of the coalition or whatever you just took on,
Motorcycle.
are you going to be fighting for this?
Yes.
Okay.
The
DMRF.
Motorcycle Riders Foundation.
Yeah, my bad. DMRF. Yeah.
This thing right here.
Is that all? Is that being brought up with the MRF?
That is one of the top things that we are fighting for
Okay.
this year. And
So,
another top priority is profiling.
right. Well, as far as profiling goes, Steve was saying that unless Leo gets behind it, it's probably not going to happen.
Well, he said
Leo's the one that's doing it.
right, and he said something now that it's got new life. It's back in the. It's been reintroduced or something like that.
Well, whoever he was dealing with, I forgot who it was, says they would support him or that bill, whatever, if they would support theirs, which is hands-free.
Right.
Getting your cell phone, don't be on your cell phone. It's got to be hands-free and stuff. I'm like, that's fair trade. It should be hands-free anyways. Don't be on your
Yeah, I don't
Talking.
want people looking at their cell phones driving down the road texting, and you see it on the bike all the fucking time.
You know, that's something that hasn't been considered, Kelp Fire. That really hasn't.
Older parts obsolete.
Hmm.
You learn how to make some.
That was when you'd have to have a machine shop and create your own parts.
Look at Cuba all them years. That all them old cars still do, but they put diesel motors, whatever they boat motors, whatever they could into things just to get them to go down the road.
Yeah, over in Cuba, yeah, they modified them all the time.
Well,
Right.
Your car's an '80s model.
80 should be okay.
So, any thoughts, Greg?
Not on that. I think I already said everything I had. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Be safe. Too cold to ride tomorrow.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to go out. I'm going to be in the upper 20s.
You got anything else to add, Jamin?
Just when it comes up, everybody who who wants it needs to talk to their local senator, congressman, however it goes, which way it goes, to get it passed, because it's good for everybody.
And you got to keep your eyes and ears open on that stuff too, because that's one of them bills and stuff like that kind of sneaks in under the other paperwork.
Yeah, it'll probably slide right through something else. Yeah,
because most people out there really don't give a crap because they're not fixing their own stuff. Whether bikes, cars, especially with bikes, they don't give us crap about us working on our own stuff. We do,
Yeah,
but
40 better than none.
Right. I guess with that, we're gonna call it a night, so we can get going and have dinner.
I don't know what I'm having tonight, so I'll figure something out.
Figure something out, huh?
Everybody have a good weekend. So I'm sure I'll see y'all somewhere on somebody else's show somewhere.
Right.
Yeah,
On a chat or something.
we'll do that.
So, just to plug the unaffiliated, we doing what we got a show picked up for next week?
I don't think so. I haven't talked to Dark, so if he's even going to be on.
Right.
Dr. Harley and them still be in Florida, so he won't have a show. So
I do have some ideas that me and you were talking about earlier, and maybe they'll come to do sometime later this summer, but we'll discuss that probably, maybe.
All right. All right. So for the unaffiliated, keep an eye out. We'll get something out.
Yep.
We'll figure it out. All right. So everyone be safe. Have a great weekend. If you're going to go out riding, keep that rubber side down and don't slide.
I'll swing by Hellfire. You can watch mine too.
Yeah, get the salt off of it. Yep.
Yes.
Get that salt off of that thing.
See ya.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good night.